Well, we're quitting.
Well, for today's ride, we're heading way up this canyon, and then we're actually going to turn off of this little 2-track road and head up into some really cliffy country. We got a deer backstrap in Clyde's saddlebags today, actually, and we're going to go up here and some of this, like, there's some really cool rock formations that are kind of like fins, and we're going to go up there, get out of the wind. We're going to start a little fire and cook some meat right over the open fire today. But I thought it would be kind of fun. YouTube and you guys have been so good to us. I thought it would be kind of fun to reflect back on some of our favorite moments from the channel. And so I'll let Alyssa kind of think about hers. But I'll start by saying probably one of my favorite trips that we filmed for this channel was going to South Dakota. Man, that was, I think, 2 years ago now. It was right when we first started. Our channel wasn't even monetized yet. And we went to a buck Brannaman clinic, and we took our mules to the clinic, and then we also had our young horse Timber at the time. And after the clinic, we went to Custer State Park. And it was absolutely beautiful weather once we got to the park. It was springtime, the birds were out, the grass was greening up, there were bighorn sheep and bison, and they have really good corrals. So we were just able to rest easy knowing that at nighttime our animals were doing well, and then during the daytime we went on some really enjoyable, beautiful rides. One of them had, I don't remember how many creek crossings, maybe close to 30 creek crossings or something like that, and we led our horse on that, and we rode Clyde and Reata, and it was just an incredible experience. It was absolutely beautiful, and the animals did well. We got into a lightning storm, and that's one of the trips that a chucker just jumped right in front of us. That's one of the trips that just really sticks with me from the channel. I'll always look back fondly on that one. We've actually rewatched that video several times, and we really enjoy it. Maybe while we're riding along, if you guys have a favorite video from the channel, drop it in the comments. It would be kind of fun to see which ones you guys enjoyed.
I think we've had a YouTube channel going on like 3 years now. So that's pretty crazy that it's been that long. Had a lot of fun times in those last 3 years. Clyde and Reata sure have grown a lot since then. We've got a lot of new members of our herd. When we started this, we had Clyde, Reata, and Timber. And unfortunately, we had to put Timber down. But we've gotten Mesa. She's actually sort of Timber's replacement for Jason, because Timber was Jason's mare. And so we got him little Mesa girl, and she's going to be awesome. So she's a half Percheron, and she's coming too in April. So she's almost 2 years old. She's going to be really fun. He'll probably start her next year. Then we also got Josie, which is our spotted little Appy mule. And then we've adopted our first Mustang, Rooster, and our second Mustang, Honey. And we also ended up with Taz, who is just turned 8-year-old Appaloosa cross gelding. And he was from a neighbor's who was kind of having some trouble with him. And so we decided to purchase him to kind of give him some help and hopefully get him into a really, really nice home once he's doing well. So that's our current herd right now. But probably one of my favorite memories from the last 3 years was taking Josie and Rooster up and packing out Jason's bull elk with them. Both of them were 3-year-olds at the time and pretty green, and they just did awesome. We hadn't even had Rooster the Mustang for a year yet. I think we'd had him about 7 months, and he packed both hindquarters out of that bull elk, and that was a really cool memory. They did awesome. It was really pretty up there with aspens, and Clyde ponied Rooster and Reata ponied Josie, and all 4 of them did really good, which is so cool because when we started this journey with our mules, that was kind of the end goal, was to hunt on our mules in the mountains and just have nice safe stock. And we ended up buying some really green stock, and so we've had a lot of no, I wouldn't say close wrecks, but we've just had a lot of days that weren't so much fun with these guys, and so to see it all kind of come together, and it was a dream come true for us.
Well, I thought since we shared our favorite experiences from the channel, it might also be fun to share maybe a moment when we were like the most nervous or scared, or one of the most intense moments that we remember from the channel. For me, it's honestly it was one of my favorite experiences, but it was also the most intense. And that was packing out my muzzleloader bull on Josie and Rooster. They were both 3 years old. Neither one had ever packed meat. And it was a dream of ours to be packing elk meat on our stock. And we got them up there good, and they did a great job. But the whole experience was just like kind of felt like I was on the edge of my seat. It was like they both had little hiccups that were pretty intense in the moment, but they did really well overall. And just off the top of my head, that's probably like the most intense experience. We tend to err on the side of being very careful with these guys since they're like our family. We don't do anything super sketchy or super dangerous. So for me, packing meat on those 3-year-olds was definitely an intense experience, but also a super rewarding experience.
I wouldn't say least favorite memories because it's actually one of my favorite memories, but one of our scariest memories was when we were in South Dakota. We ended up riding on the French Creek Trail, and there's a bunch of creek crossings, then you wind your way up and get up on top, and that day there ended up being a big giant lightning storm, and so we got up top. I was ponying timber off of Clyde, and Jason had Reata. And we get up top, and there's lightning literally hitting the little ridges across from us and right next to us. And so we ended up cutting off the main trail, which made our day way longer. But we cut off the main trail and went down through these draws to try to get low into lower country. And we still had a long ways to ride back. I think that day ended up being right around 16 miles or 18 miles, something like that. And we're riding down through all these draws, and there were a bunch of bison and their calves, and they were spooking at that lightning. And so they were stampeding through the draws, and a couple times they would stampede just straight at us. And our mules had never ever seen bison before. And Clyde at the time was pretty scared of cattle. And man, they did so good, and we were just able to kind of holler at the bison a little bit, and they stopped and went the other way. But there for a minute, we're like, oh man, we have this whole herd of bison literally running straight for us, and we're on fairly green stock, who I knew Clyde was very afraid of cattle, and I was trying to lead Timber, who had also never seen bison. And so it got pretty sketchy for a second. There's lightning hitting all around us and thunder, and yeah, it was interesting, but it ended up making for a very, very memorable trip for us, for sure. And that's probably the thing that stands out in my mind the most, was that, and then riding between a couple of big bull bison, which was awesome. Thankfully they didn't care that we were there, and they were awesome. We were pretty darn close to them. I'm glad they didn't care, because there was no way around them. We were in this little draw and we had to get through. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Almost time to start climbing, kids. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang a right and head up that hill just on the other, to the left of those big gray rocks, that big cliff you can see up there. And there's some really neat rock formations up there. We're gonna go up, build a fire, and cook some deer meat from Alyssa's buck that she got. We did a backcountry. Ooh, it's a little muddy and slick here. We did a backcountry backpacking hunt, and Alyssa killed a nice buck this year. And we're gonna cook some the back straps over the open fire today with the mules. A little slippery right there. Stop and give Reata just a little break here. Yeah, we're just gonna go right up there, and then we're gonna hang a right and go behind these cliffs. There's some really neat like rock fins that run up there. So we're gonna go up there, get kind of out of the wind, and sit down and enjoy a meal, a mountain meal. What do you guys think of old Clyde and Reata? They've come a long way, huh? We're sure proud of these two. We're thankful for them. We call them the OGs. They're the ones that started this whole thing. Sure is nice to just take them out here. It's like, now that they're going good, they're the ones that get left behind a lot of times because we're working with our younger, greener stuff. But it's a real treat to take them out, just these two. You can just have fun and enjoy the scenery. Top is right there, right through that saddle. Kind of steep. Huh. I think we'll give these guys a little break. It's a little early in the year to be, you know, pushing them too hard. They've done good even climbing up from way back there. So I think I'll hop off as well. Oh, get a little exercise in this way. My Macade's covered in hair this time of year. You're doing good, sweetie. You're a good mule. Really good. Should we go catch Clyde? No chance. That's better. This was steeper than it looked on the map. This is kind of crazy. A lot of times we'll give them breaks going down steep stuff, but usually we're not in country that's too steep to ride them up. This is kind of an exception.
A video for Reed to show him where his new breast collar is at.
Good job, buddy.
You should show everyone that breast collar.
Oh yeah. Alyssa says, show everyone this sweet breast collar. Check this thing out. It's a cowboy riding a mule, roping a jackalope.
Yep.
If you've ever seen a cooler breast collar than that, you better drop a comment, because I never heard of one any cooler than this one.
Yeah.
Alyssa just had to have it.
It's pretty awesome. I like jackalopes a lot. And ride a mule, so I probably couldn't rope a jackalope, but my breast collar makes it look like I could. You're tired. It's steep, huh, buddy? Yeah. You don't have to pack me up there.
We're almost there, pal. You got shorter legs than Clyde, huh? We're almost there. One more break before the top. You're a good mule. I'm 100% sure I would have beat Alyssa up this, but I had to stop and wait for my mule. So she beat me this time. I was like, don't blame this on me. We're almost there, pal. You're doing good.
That was a steep one.
Huh?
That was a steep one.
That was a steep one. Let's hear it for Reata and Clyde.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Find a spot to build a fire and eat some steak.
Yeah.
It's beautiful up here.
It is. about it. Not that flexible.
I thought that was pretty good.
Hey, here.
That's like eye high.
Yeah. Yeah, I got long legs.
Gonna tie Clyde right there. Tie Reata right here to this one. And then we're gonna have our fire and mule right over there. These guys are ready for a break anyways. Good boy, bud. Clyde's all sweaty. Did good bringing us up here. Oh, nice. Getting some fire starter.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
We'll be able to grab some dry sage over there too, I think.
Yeah. All right, let's head over there. Good boy, buddy. You just rest up. You did good.
Good boy, Clyde. Let's see if we can build it right against these rocks on this point. Maybe it'll be sheltered from the wind a little bit.
Yeah.
And it'll be a really pretty view.
I think right over here.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we could build ourselves a little fire pit.
All right, well that is starting to burn down. We'll go find a little roasting stick. Ideal. We need some willows up here. These will work though.
Well, you got dead fir?
Yes. Dead fir and semi-dead fir. This one's for rare and that one's for medium rare.
Nice.
So this is a pre-seasoned chunk of Alyssa's deer backstrap, which would be a loin. I seasoned it at home before we came here, and it's what is it? Famous Dave seasoning is what we use. We will not eat this whole thing today.
Maybe you won't.
Our sticks will burn out before we get a chance. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that high quality, fresh, organic protein right off the mountain, courtesy of Alyssa. It's as good as it gets right there. Deer backstrap. All right, well, we're gonna fill you in on kind of a life update, kind of some important changes. But first, we're gonna cut into this meat, cut it nice and thin, and we're gonna sear it right over the open fire today. So this is gonna be really good. This is my rock cutting knife. It's a good thing the meat is nice and tender. It's like cutting through butter. Triple stack. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it's going to be good meat. I don't know if we've had any steaks off of your deer yet, have we? It's a lot of burger.
A lot of burger.
Dang it, yours is cooking fast.
It is.
I can hear it sizzling.
Yeah. It was so windy last night. It woke us up at, I don't even know, 3, 2
Yeah, pretty
in
early.
the morning. We slept with our window open. It's been so warm. And it was like blowing the blinds against the window frame and woke us both up nice and early this morning. God, it's not windy now though.
No, it's not bad. Could
Just
be
a
way
little
worse.
breezy. Yeah. So I built our fire up here in these rocks because then there's no chance.
Of starting a forest fire?
Yeah, I like the sage on fire.
Yeah.
Still kind of muddy and damp, but I won't want to risk it.
No. Kind of crazy to even think about that in March.
Yeah, normally it'd just be snow up here.
Yeah, you'd be post-holing knee deep a lot of years up here this date.
Yeah, there'd be no way the mules would make it up here. But enjoying it this year. We get to ride up here and then see all the pretty mountains and just have a good day with our mules. Eat some deer steak over the fire. That's pretty awesome.
It is. Is yours done already?
This one might be getting close. For all our vegetarian subscribers, this is tofu.
Look at that.
That is, oh yeah, look at that. It's hot. Can't hold it still. Steak over an open fire, that's just the best. Got a nice little like crunch to the outside, right on the edges. I'll move this one up a little bit more. It's not quite done. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that looks good. I almost overcooked it. Yeah, I like how the outside, it just has like a little, like you said, kind of crunch. It has like a little crust. Sage smoked crust.
Mm-hmm. We need a little more wood on there. The flames are kind of down in the bottom. It's hard to...
You like the flames, huh? Not the straight heat. You like the little charbroiled flames.
People give mule deer a bad rap as far as being a good tasting meat. But if you take care of it and cook it the right way, man, it's sure good. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's so hot still.
I'm self-conscious of my chewing.
I'm gonna have to turn that down so people don't have to hear us chew.
Well, should we tell them our updated circumstances?
Yeah, probably. They waited around this long.
If you've made it this long through all the wild game cooking and talking.
And smoke.
Ouchie, wawa.
Why did it shift? Always.
Goes towards beauty.
Yeah.
That's why it's right in my eyes.
Should we show them your head again?
Bald is beautiful is what our friend Bill told me.
If you guys did not catch our live the other day, Jason decided to save a little money. We're kind of tightening up our budget, and back in the day when we were paying off all of our debt with Dave Ramsey, we cut out everything. So Jason buzzed his head for like, I don't know, a year.
Yeah, right around a year.
And to save money on haircuts. And so he decided to do that the other day and not go to the barber and just buzz his head, but he just buzzed the top of it and left the sides and came out. It showed me. Anyway, so I had to finish the job because he can't walk around like that. And so for our live, we told people if we got it up to a certain number of likes by the end of our live, we would show Jason's bald head. And it looks very bald right now. He's not actually bald yet, but yeah.
Just balding.
Just balding. And anyway, so you have to go back and check our Mountain Built Monday lives if you want to see Jason's bald head.
Yep.
All right, let's finish our steak real quick.
I might move on the other side of you. The smoke's getting me good. Oh, now it's going right over there. Do you want to break the ice or do you want me to?
You can.
Okay.
Wait, is it April 1st?
Is it April 1st?
Yeah.
No, it's not April 1st.
Not April Fools.
This is not a joke.
This is not a joke, folks.
So, for those of you who have been following us for a while, you know that we have been working really hard to build this YouTube channel. And we also have been blessed with the opportunity to follow around TS Mules, mule and horse training clinics, and film for them and edit videos for them. And we kind of came to the realization that we weren't able to do both well. It was just way too much time, and creator burnout, as crazy as that sounds, is a real thing. And especially when you're trying to run 2 channels and film and edit and make shorts and reels and stuff like that.
3 channels, technically.
Yeah, 3 channels is what we wished we were running, because we have 2 of our own and then the TS Mules channel. But it was too much. So unfortunately, we actually decided to step back from working with TS Mules. We love them dearly. They're our great friends, probably like our best friends, and they're just an incredible family. So it was a really hard decision, but our YouTube channel is our business and our primary livelihood, and it was really starting to wane pretty bad. It felt like it was croaking.
Yeah, it was just hard being on the road that much with, TS Mules and Ty Evans Mulemanship clinics. And it was a great experience. Our mules got good experience, and it was really fun. And I will say, the community of folks that Ty has built, if you guys get a chance to go to one of his clinics, it's so cool. Mule people are like the best.
They're literally the best people.
But it was making it really hard to continue filming for ourselves. And you guys probably notice some of our videos when we're with Ty, he's our primary focus as far as filming goes. And so we kind of make our own videos of our experience out of the scraps, which is, what we were hired to do, was to put him first. So we've noticed when we start traveling in the summer, our channel just naturally, we don't have as much time. We're not at home able to film, and it always ends up kind of going down. And this coming year, with the circumstances, we just didn't want to do that again, and felt like it was time for us to move on from full-time work for Ty. But we will definitely recommend him to anyone. He's a great clinician. If you have horses, mules, donkeys, his online library is awesome. And we plan to go to clinics of his still. So we're really looking forward to it, and looking forward to seeing all of our friends that we met, and going to his Mule Week and doing things with him in the future. And like his master class, we got to see the back end of it, but I didn't really get to participate in it because we were so busy we didn't have time for our own equines very much. And so I'm really excited to actually have a lot of time and be able to do that now. So
the actual announcement, the reason we're making this video sitting here, is because we are going completely full-time, all in on our own business, and that's primarily our Mountain Built YouTube channel.
Yep.
So we are, training wheels are off, the bumpers are off the side of the lane, and here we go. We're going all in, and it is kind of nerve-wracking, to be honest.
Yeah. And you guys have, if you've been around, you've heard our story. If you're new here, we paid off over $90,000 worth of consumer debt in 2 years while saving up to buy a house. And that was not an inheritance. That was not anything like that. That was just us working literally 7 days a week. We both had multiple jobs and selling everything we didn't use. There was a lot of sacrifices. It was penny pinching everything. We had some people comment asking, well, you must have had this or that. And no, it was just a lot of hard work. And we were able to buy our own property, pay off a truck and trailer, and then we bought our mules. And at that point, we started an Instagram page, and that started growing. It was just a journal of our mules so that we could look back on everything we'd done with them. And people started following along, and we really enjoy hunting and being up in the mountains. And so we wanted to share our experiences with family back home in Oregon. And because, we're in Idaho and it's a drive. And so we started putting videos out on YouTube, mostly just to share them with family. And then people started following along with those too. And it's grown into what it is now. And now we have our horse channel and we have our hunting channel separated. So Mountain Built Hunts is our hunting channel. Mountain Built is just our horse and mule channel. We really started getting into, taking in a couple, I wouldn't say necessarily like rescue horses, but horses that are having a hard time, and mules that are having a hard time. We had Cedar. She stayed with us for 2 years and went on to be a successful packer for an outfitter. And Taz is with us right now. And then we really enjoyed the Mustangs, and so we want to keep adopting Mustangs. And when we're traveling on the road all summer, it's just that makes it really hard to be consistent, especially with a Mustang like Honey, who's sensitive and needs a lot of consistency. So it was pretty disappointing that she had regressed so far when we were in Arizona for work, and that's all part of it. But I think it's going to be awesome just to do our own thing and bring you guys along on rides like this. We have a lot of fun plans. I derailed myself a little bit, but I was going to say, through our YouTube journey, we've always had other jobs. Jason's worked for the Forest Service, then he worked for a mine. I've been a taxidermist full time for the last 10 years, working for other shops, working for myself, my own clients. And then we switched over and started working for Ty Evans and doing his media management and filming, photography, all that stuff. And so this is the first time we've gone all in and not had a backup job. There's a lot of freedom with that. There's also a lot of work with that goes into it. A lot of things, you wouldn't think about as far as being a YouTuber, if you want to call it that. Sounds funny to me, but there's a lot of editing, there's a lot of filming, there's a lot of planning all this stuff out, trying to be consistent. And so we're really thankful for you guys that are watching, liking, commenting, all that stuff really, really helps our channel. There's a new feature that you can hype videos now. That all helps. But mostly just watching, the channel. If you could put it on as background noise while you're doing stuff, that's appreciated. So how YouTube works is we get paid for every 1,000 views a video gets. And so views are really what help us out the most.
Yeah, now it really opens up the door for us to put a lot of creative energy and time into adventures and training videos, and hopefully things like merchandise. Like Alyssa's a gifted artist, and it would be really fun for her to draw up some mule and Mustang and like Western style apparel. And it kind of opens up the door for us to take a big leap forward. So hopefully it'll pay off.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. We just wanted to say we appreciate you guys. Our commitment to you is that we're going to keep it fun. We're going to keep it positive, family friendly. And if you like horses, mules, and mountains, make sure you hit subscribe, because we got a lot of that coming your way. Thank you guys so much.